Hello, this is Carsten OZ9 Alpha Alpha Radio with a small update on the application that drives or uses my dual RF head USB. The dual RF head USB is a small device with two RF inputs. It will measure from around 10 megahertz to 10 gigahertz and output the power measured on both ports and the calculated SWR, and it will deliver that using a USB connector. You can find more information about it on my webpage, moonbounce.dk. The dual RF head has until now just been a reporting device. It will show you the power, forward and reflected power, and the SWR. This is currently how the application looks right now, the PC application. Now, one of the ham friends, Guy 0N4 AOI, he asked if it would be possible to add a relay board to a PC that the monitor program would then control depending on the SWR measured on the dual RF head. And I did that. Basically, you buy a cheap a relay board. In this case, Guy, he got them from Amazon. They are available from many different places. Be aware that there are basically two different types depending on what USB VID and PIDs they have. The one shown here on the page is definitely working. So you might want to get in contact with either me or maybe Guy and ask if there are some links available. I will link to this one also below the video here for you to look at. Again, the setup right now is this. The dual RF head USB is connected using two coax cables to a signal generator outputting 100 megahertz. The two channels drives the forward and the reflected power. This means I can vary it very easily and simulate things. This one is the relay board. Right now it is connected to the PC and controlled by the dual RF head application here. There are some settings, some new settings you need to do in the program for the relay. You can connect multiple relay boards to your PC. There might be other things you control remotely for a PA. One of the boards is then assigned to the SWR function, and this is basically how you do it. You can scan for boards. You can select a board. You can select which of the available outputs you want to control. You can also set how the output should behave depending on high or normal SWR. In this case, it controls output 1, and if the SWR gets too high, in this case above 2.0, the program will deactivate the relay. That means that normally the relay is activated as long as the SWR is low. This could be, for example, the PTT wire to the PA. It could be power to the PA, and so on. It's up to your imagination how you wanna use the output. The program just supplies a relay output that you can use for whatever thing you need. You can set the maximum SWR for the error to occur. You can also let the program auto reset the error, the SWR. This means that if you have a high SWR situation, the relay will, in this case, deactivate as long as the SWR is high. The SWR will probably go down to normal when you unkey the amplifier, and in that case, the relay will activate again. You will probably get the highest SWR, and you get the point. The relay will bounce back and forth very quickly. Depending on how you use the relay, you might set this feature instead, where the SWR error will reset either itself, as I said, or you can remove it. In that case, you need to actively reset the SWR error. I'll show you that in a moment. You can also test the relay. I'm not sure if you can. Yeah, maybe you can hear the relay clicking. One thing to notice is that as long as you're in here, the SWR monitoring is not working, so the relay will not be controlled by the program as such. So don't park the program in this window when you're running your amplifier. If you have, when you receive the board, they have a generic name, a 5-letter name, and they all are named the same. In order to know which board is selected, you can rename a board in here. You just select it up here, and you can type another name and press rename, and then the board will be renamed. It will be done on the board in the flash memory, so it will remember the name, the new name. So that's more if you have multiple boards connected to your PC. That's enough for the settings. 2.0, and the SWR error will not reset itself as it's set right now. Before this, I have calibrated the dual head RF as usual. 10 watt, 100 watts, 1 watt, and 100 watt on the reflected. This is just calibrated for the signal generator, so it's no big deal. Let me save, and we get out. A new thing on the main screen is this label. Whenever the label is green, means that the SWR is okay, and the relay is in the good position, the low SWR position. I can demonstrate if I unplug the relay board, it will detect that there are no communications, and when I connect it again, it will establish communication and set the relay as needed. I can now manipulate the signal generator. You can see I control the reflected power, and you can see that the SWR indicated right now is 1.8, and it is I am passing the 2.0, and you saw that this one turned red, and maybe you heard the relay click. Let's say that the SWR gets okay again. You see that the label now turns yellow. That's because that you need to acknowledge that you saw the SWR error. The relay is still in the fault position. It will not close again. Only when I click here, you heard the relay. It said click, and it's now active again. So try it again, and we go down, and only when I press this one, the relay will energize. If we change the settings and tell it to reset itself, I'll dial up the SWR, high SWR, and now I'm turning slowly down, and you can hear the relay. it auto resets. Okay, so that's the difference between enabling that that selection or not. Basically, if the SWR should or the relay should reset itself. I think most want to have this one not checked, so that you need actively to click on and say, okay, I saw the error. It's okay to close the contacts again, but yeah, it's up to you. There's also a setting here in case you can't easily simulate a high SWR. You can press this one, fake high SWR. This will tell the program that the dual RF head, hey, I see 1 to 10 or 10 to 1 in SWR, and the program will behave the same as if you had a real SWR high situation. If you remove it again, you see you need to click here to acknowledge, and the relay clicks again. So that's basically the same as if you had a high SWR. So that's it. One other thing I want to mention here is that the application has been changed to handle better using DBM. If you are in a situation where you have very low power levels for other usages, you can click on either of these two and it will show in DBM, and the bar graph will also change to DBM up here. The max and minimum of the bar graph is set in the settings on the gauges page, but yeah, you can find that easy. Peak hold will do peak hold on the digital display. The analogs up here always have peak holds on them. So that's it. That's the new stuff, and it will be the program will be released very shortly. So you will find it, be able to find it on the web page on the moonbounce.dk. That's it. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.